restart my YouTube channel, my YouTube live. So. I'm back, guys. My technology's being a little wonky today. Trying to find magic portals. I don't think I got it. There's not many artists that I seem to gravitate towards anymore. Hello! Here's my moderator, Miss Sherilyn, who's all Speedy Gonzalez when it comes to paintings. But I've been in a funk lately, so. I'm trying to find found all my Inz's kits here, so bear with me, guys. I own every kit but one. I'm looking for my Magic Portals sticker sheet. So I am actually doing I'm going to be working on 2 kits for Diamonds and Washies events. Yeah. I'm probably going to do a small kit for her. Yeah, I diamond paint really slow because I do work. And being a manager again kind of puts a damper on it. There you are. That was quicker than I thought. So, I am so sorry about that. But gave me time to pull out all of my Inscuro images I own. I do not have the paintings on me because I store my paintings underneath the garage because that part is covered to where weather can't get to it. I'm also going to be showing you my 2 kits that I plan on doing the rest of the year. So once I get this one done, and guys, the confetti, I am going to love working on this because this is giving me. So we're gonna be naughty for a minute. So we're gonna talk a little bit before I. So in the drag world, when I did drag shows, I was always known as the dominatrix queen because I was big into the leather, I was big into the bondage outfits, the big nice thigh-high hooker boots. I was that queen. And this image is giving me all those vibes. And I'm like, ooh, I like this one. So, also the other one I got is the Magician one that released a few months ago from Inscarero. Also Poison Ivy. So Poison Ivy, I almost caved. But I'm like, I've had magic portals the longest. But I was like, I've been itching to do this image. I want to actually see how the squares are on this because I haven't worked on an older square kit in a hot minute. This is getting kitted up in my Elizabeth Ward containers because I seem to do better when I have everything kitted up. That's why Cotton Candy Princess, it might be taking me a while to do it, but it is kitted up in towers. And I don't like kitting up that way because it causes problems. But I am going to be doing cover sheets with this. Somebody's like, well, how come you don't use washi tape? I do use washi tape on the edges. But that is it. Are you serious? They discontinued Poison Ivy already. Oh, I'm glad I grabbed it. You know what, to be honest, which is kind of shocking if that's why they discontinued it. I hope they did not discontinue it because how revealing it was. I know I Lost Child got discontinued. There's a lot of problems with the whole wheelchair thing, and you can see scars thinking shit that person got abused, and there was a lot involved in that. There's one of the Alice kits that they've tried many times to get it discontinued, and ends, guys, I heard from, or I contact, so I had heard from her, and it was on a whim. I was quite shocked. So I had sent her a message that said, I am one of your biggest supporters of your artwork. And so we had a little conversation for a little while, and she had, so one of the things I had told her, I'm like, well, I'm in process of transitioning, and I told her, I'm like, when you released Poison Ivy, that just kind of hit hard home quick. And she's actually, she said that she has a lot of gay fans, and I kind of figured she would, because a lot of us closet queens or anything like, we seem to gravitate to the dark because we were in that dark place at one point in our lifetime, because I was. So we seem to gravitate to the dark art. But Ins Guerrero was the first dark artist I ever came across. Once Diamond Art Club released her artwork, that's when, and it was about 2 or 3 years later, Christopher Lavelle came into the play. And that was like, oh, both of these artists are very similar. And Dreamer Design wasn't even out yet. They had not opened their site yet. I knew of Curtis Reikovich, but not his artwork. So when Dreamer Designs opened, they had Curtis Reikovich. I was floored that I had 3 dark artists that I could gravitate to. Another one that is kind of gravitating to dark art in a cartoony type of way is Chrisabug. Chrisabug is starting to get into the dark elements and dark art, so that's just rubbing me the right way. Manny, God of something, one of the men artworks, I had to grab because it's giving me dark art vibes. Sarah Richter is another one. I love her artwork because she's big into dark art. I actually got the... So we're going to roll it up for a minute. So before I get into this, I'm going to show you my other two kits that I'm going to be working on throughout the whole Christmas season, getting right into spring. So I have two events coming up afterwards. And me and Sherilyn have talked about the name for my Christmas event. So, I wanted my Christmas event to be something to where you can pretty much work on whatever is magical. So, I think I'm going to go with magical mayhem, I think. I'm liking that vibe because that involves Christmas. That involves anything magical. What that means is fairies, witches, you name it, you can do it. So, but I knew I wanted to do a Christmas kit for that event. So let me dig her out. It's my first time ever diamond painting this artist with this artist. It is around. Both of these kits are around, but I'm going to show you. I'm going to turn my camera around in a minute. I don't want you to see the box. Just the artist. So, we're going to turn this around. So, dug it out here. I love that I don't have to put this back in. I don't like to. This is a smaller image, guys. I do keep the pamphlets inside the box. This is Christmas Drink by Mrs. Butter D. I thought this would be a nice, good, warm, and cozy one to do for winter. This really speaks volumes to me. So I do get a lot of questions about why I've decided to transition. I'm like, I've felt this way a long time. I've just not done it. This fly is going to annoy the crap out of me. So, it's a very simple painting. You can definitely tell. This is a cute, simple, like, it's not a whole lot of confetti. And that's kind of what I want for this event because I'm busy during the Christmas season because I do work retail. So I really wanted to do a Mrs. Butter D painting because I've never dealt with this artist before. And this is a pretty size. It's a 50 by 70. This is usually my go-to size. And I love the plaid. Love it. So my Christmas event, you have to add, I'm actually going to be customizing what you have to add to your kit. So, I am actually going to not be fussy with cover sheets, release papers, and all that. But I am going to be fussy with washi tape. So, one requirement for this is you have to put a Christmas-themed washi tape around your painting. Around to come, you know, because it's Christmas time. So it depends on, so I'm probably going to get a lot of questions for that because I'm going to tell people when they start that event to send me pictures of what painting they're going to work on and what washi tape they want to use. And that will tell me. I'm kind of probably going to just ask for a requirement for you to have washi tape around the border. That's probably what I'll do. Yes, it doesn't have to be decorative or anything like that. Just as I'm using a solid color. I get all of my washi tape from, yeah, what's the name of it? Oh, that's going to drive me nuts. I love their washi tape. They have really good washi tape. Sure. Thank you. It's just, it was there. Simply Gilded is where I get my washi tape. Well, because I get it. Because, yes, and the washi tape works really well when you have a painting that has a lot of glue left coming off the sides. But guys, this is a stunning painting. Very cute, it's very festive. This one I'm actually going to be doing for my sister-in-law, I think. I think she would really enjoy this one. She's big into sweaters. And this also is giving me what I plan to see because I am getting long hair. For when I transition, I will be wearing a human hair wig pretty much all the time. And I'm big into big earrings, if you haven't noticed. But guys, I'm loving the color palette. It is giving me fall cozy vibes. I almost chose to kind of just I want to do a holiday themed event. What I mean by holiday themed is any holiday. You can work on any holiday painting. That's what I was actually going to do for my Christmas event. It could be a 4th of July painting. It could be a Halloween painting. It could be a Christmas painting. It could be geared towards fall. Something along those lines. But I just don't know how I would go about wording it. Because I think that would be neat to see during Christmas time, seeing people work on all different types of paintings. So that was Christmas Drink by Mrs. Butterdee. Now, I am bringing back one event that didn't really go well, but I think when I start it in January, I see it going quick. I am going to be doing Dark and Stormy again. Dark and Stormy was a year-long event last time I did it. I am actually doing it for the month of January and February. March, I am not sure about March. That might be the break I take, or I might take the break. So I know what I'll do. I'll take the break off in January. February, March, and April is going to be Dark and Stormy. So, let's show you this, because I am doing a Dreamer for Dark and Stormy. I decided on that for February, March, and April. I am doing Dark Forest. I think the name of this one. Dark Forest Heart. This is gorgeous. This is giving me Snow White vibes. If you've ever watched Yes, I'm going to take off the month of January. And February, March, and April will be dark and stormy. So dark and stormy, what that means is you can do any dark artist or anything that deals with weather. So, and that's something I've noticed with Diamond Art Club, what they've been doing lately is they've been introducing kind of weather element type of paintings. Yes, I'm sending. I'm trying. So I will be sending out probably Sherilyn's and Kristen's because theirs is going to be probably the easiest for me to send out the quickest because their stuff is going to be in a box. So, but this is gorgeous. I love this painting. I was sad I purchased it. I haven't worked on it in a while, especially the newer ones. Stunning. Curtis just speaks to me on so many levels. It's pretty much the only paintings I get from Dreamer. And there's been they've been dealing with a lot lately. A lot of issues have been happening to their kits. And it's due to all the lovely shipping that the lovely United States has to deal with. So yes, this is the Dark Forest Heart by Curtis Reikovich. This will be for Dark and Stormy. And you see how it's given off the Dark and Stormy vibe? Yes, this is why I'm doing this one for that. I do have 2 kits going for Dreamer. Then I'm really going to throw you a loop for May. We are going to do a little test for May. I want to do something a little different. We are going to do Mayhem for Mermaids. I've been wanting to do something mermaid wiped. I know usually May is when they do a mermaid event. I don't even know who's hosting it anymore. Now guys, this is Magic Portals by Inscript. This is the one I am going to be working on. Isn't she stunning? So I have marked what colors I am getting enhancements for on my sticker sheet. I'll show you here. So there is this. The crows. You have the crows here. She is known for moths in her paintings. Here is the star symbol in the center. So, guys, you are probably wondering what I'm enhancing. This is what I'm enhancing. This is going to be a metallic. I want the boots to shine in this painting. So I marked 139, and I think it's 300 or 301. It's 300. So 300 right here and 139 are the two I'm actually switching what they are. 300 is going to be a metallic. and 139 is going to be, I haven't decided yet because this does not have fairy dust in it. So I might do fairy dust in here versus metallics. But I knew I wanted to add gold metallics in the leaves because I thought that would give it just enough oomph in the painting. So my other thought was taking the letter C, because this does have ABs already in the boots. So C, where are you? 317. Let me mark that so I can look on so I'm going to scratch that one off. So 317 is C, which is in the boots. So I might do that versus the other. And you have F, which is 414. So these are the two I'm going to see about getting fairy dust. 414 and 317 for the boots. I haven't decided if I want to do something with the arms. So this is supposed to be like burlap, kinda, right here. So luckily enough, with her hair, I don't have to add a whole lot. But I knew the gold I wanted quite a bit. So, and how I do my enhancements. I do not keep the, I don't use that same color, the original color of the package. So what I'll do is the ones I'm doing enhancements with, I will dig those colors out and see how much is in the bags. That will determine how many bags I need to order from that'll determine how many bags I need to order from DP with Sparklers. So I do want to add another color in for specials, but I don't know which color to do. So I'm really wanting to do something with this. I really do. I don't want to do anything with the crows because I believe we're going to have gray in them already, like a gray AB. So there is the one AB already in this. So if I add anything, I do want to add probably a fairy dust, which is 647. We're going to do H. So H, 414, 317, and 300. So those are going to be the four colors. And what I usually do is I put a note over here because I want them to be fairy dust. So the C is also going to be fairy dust. So I want these to all be fairy dust because I'm already going to have two ABs. So what I do now with my kits, and my older kits especially, that don't come with fairy dust drills, because back then the fairy dust drills didn't exist, I kind of find ones that I want to switch to fairy dust. So, and I'll show you what I mean. Here are my drills. I just got to dig out. This is old school in it, guys. Okay, now my first one I have to deal with here. 414, which is not a big bag. So I could probably get away with one bag of this. There's my first one that I have to customize. 317 is another one. Same thing. try one bag. Here is my ABs. Aren't these stunning? I have 3 ABs in this. The fly is going to die. There's the other one. So, those are my ABs. So now, yes, you have to pretend like you usually do in an Insquirrel image. So, I am going to talk to Katie to see if I can get away with just working on this kit to where it's not a new start. Because I am a slow diamond painter. So, I got to find 2 more colors, which is, no, yes, gotta find 300 and 647. 300 is the one I'm going to have to order quite a bit. So, what I do is I order 2 bags per bag. So that I'm gonna have to order 4. So, when I do order from her, I know exactly what to get. Now we have 647 I have to dig out. Maybe probably in this run here. This is it. No. Yep. That's a grayish color, which I don't see it. Yeah, missing one color. It's a weird color though. Found ya! 1 bag. So, I love how cheap her drills are. I haven't been on her site in a hot minute. I do have a DP with Sparklers gift card, so that's probably what I'll use. These flies are just persistent. So I'm going to test. So these I have to put away. So I know how many to order. So we're gonna make this easy to work on here. So I'm not going to stay on much longer, just because it is a weekday. So I am going to put washi tape around this one. I'm just going to dig out my washi tape. Give me a minute. First, I thought I would have. Yeah, I'm going to order my event. We'll be bringing this inside. I will probably bring Cotton Candy Princess out here just to store her, because I don't want her drill spilling out. So, in this kit, I definitely do not want to have messes with. Oh, jeez, girl. Yeah, I don't have many washi tapes left, so I'm trying to pick a... That one's giving me ends vibes. This one, too. Ugh, that's ugly. I don't like the thicker... I don't like the thicker ones. That's a maybe. No. So, you know what? I'm going to go with that one. I only need it to cover the border. So, that's what we're pretty much probably going to do tonight. Flies don't drive me absolutely nuts. Oh, look, here's a trick for you if you have a... So, God. Give me a minute, guys. Oh, you look... So, I have learned... When we have hot, we have hot. That's the thing. When New England gets hot weather, we get it. And I get miserable. I become nasty and I want nothing to do with hot weather. That's why I moved to New England. Putting washi tape on is not easy. I'm just going to tell you that right now. But this painting, I definitely want washi tape on. There we go. So that. Yeah, it's going to be gorgeous. I'm glad I chose this washi. Just a flipper. Grab it right here. I will not be getting a calendar again because I'm not a fan. But I do want to try out the coaster kits. I want to see how those go because I'm not going to do much of the kit. I'm probably going to just dig out a 310 package because that will probably determine if this kit's going to be a pain in the tuchus or not. That fly, oh my gosh. Yeah, they're not liking me right now. I'm in their domain. I have not come out here all summer long. We've had a pest in here. I have come to check out, make sure none of my done painting stuff's ruined, obviously. But I think they're done. Guys, these fucking... I'm all about a mouse, okay? No, these were not mouse. They were not mice. No, 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 no. These were full-blown rats. They did not look like no mouse I've ever seen. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I cannot. Because I used to live in the country where I grew up down south. So I'm used to mice. I call them field barn mice. If you've ever lived in a southern state, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So I was like, no, we're not. And my husband's like, went out to the garage. Nope. Not until you catch those critters. I ain't going out nowhere. Because he had asked me, he's like, how come you haven't done lives? I'm like, I am not going out there dealing with that. No, thank you. So, I'm like, no. So, I do have I'm probably going to get some fly things to bring out here because I am not dealing with that all winter long. No. There we go. And now we are all framed up and ready to go. Now I got to dig out my papers here. I have tons and tons of papers I can use. I actually have section frames I'm excited to use from this lovely, is it these? It is they're the small ones. These are the ones that I got from her. She had actually made these for this kit. As I told her, I said I needed something that was coppery and on the fall side. I can't remember the name of the shop. Kiona's Crafty Corner. She did these for me. I do have some of these already used. So, give me a minute here. This did cost me quite a bit. But, I'm going to weigh these down. I have decided to work on my kit a little different this year. So, I'm cutting it up in blocks. I'll show you what I mean in a minute. So, what I'm going to do, this kit, because how old it is, I'm only going to put 4 squares on. So, which, show you the patch I'm going to show you guys, is right here. I'm hoping my phone lasts. I've been having issues with that too. So I'm going to use the washi tape to kind of cut it. Because I do not want to start the boots. We'll see what I'm doing in just a minute. So, I'm just going to weigh these down. Right on top here. These are really easy to lay. You skip a row because you have a spot to cut. You'll see what I'm about to do in a minute. So, and you just take this. And then we are going to lay this. Take this off. This was only a test to see how far I had to go. Now, we are going to take this and do this. Do this. I only want to do it in blocks. I'm going to try a theory. See what happens when I do it this way. So, whoops. I gotta see. Take scissors. And we're going to do, I go under my canvas. There we go. Flip up. There we go. That is the only pair of scissors I can do that with. And let's dig out my cover minder I'm using. I love this cover minder. It's very girthy. There we go. There you go. So, do this block, do this block, do this block, do this block. Go in like an X. So what I'm going to do, guys, I'm going to end this video, but I'm going to take a picture of it zoomed in to see what it looks like after I finish some of this. So, guys, enjoy working on your painting for Ghouls for Guerrero. And hit that like and subscribe button if you haven't joined my channel. Love yourself. Love each other, guys. Happy time painting, guys. Bye.